Good morning. In my last lecture, I was discussing about short transmission line. There, we are talking about the performance of the short transmission line. For that, we have drawn the network diagram of the short transmission line with and following the network diagram or circuit of the short transmission line, we have drawn the vector diagram of it. Then or we have derived the mathematical formula for different parameters of the transmission line. In the short transmission line, we have not considered the capacitive effect, only the resistance of the transmission line or self-resistance of the transmission line and the inductive reactance or inductance of the short transmission line were considered, and the capacitance of the short transmission line was neglected there. As the distance was small, so we have neglected the capacitance of the short transmission line. But when we are coming to medium transmission line and we are talking about the performance of the medium transmission line, we can't neglect the effect of capacitance. So we have to consider the capacitive effect here, and obviously the resistance and inductive reactance will be considered when we are calculating when we are discussing about the performance of the medium transmission line. But when we are adding the capacitive reactance or capacitance of the transmission line, then we are following three methods depending upon the connection of the capacitance in the network or in the circuit of the transmission line. So the first method is end condenser method, the second method is nominal T method, and the third method is nominal pi method. Now we are coming to end condenser method. Okay, so when we are talking about end condenser method, we have to connect the capacitance of the transmission line at the end point of the network. That means at the receiving end, the capacitance will be connected. For that reason, this type of connection is called this method is called end condenser method. Next, when we are coming to nominal T method, we are considering the capacitance of the transmission line as one unit, and we are connecting that at the middle position of the transmission line. And after connecting it, we are discussing about the performance of the transmission line. Next, when we are moving to nominal pi method, in that method, we have considered the capacitive effect and divided it two parts. Means we have considering the whole capacitance as one unit, and half of the capacitance will be connected at the receiving end, and the next half of the capacitance will be connected at the sending end of the transmission line. And obviously the resistance and inductive reactance will be considered there in the network. So this method is called nominal pi method. As the structure of the network looks like pi, so this kind of method is called nominal pi method. Thank you.